Hello, everyone. How many of you would like to understand how to be in charge of your own emotions? Doesn't matter what's happening around you. My name is Haran, and I'm going to talk about our events, everything that's happening in our life, and how we react, and how to be in control of our reaction. Say there's an event happening in our life, and then usually what happens? We think because someone else doing something, we are reacting in a particular way, right? But the thing is, as long as we think that way, nothing's going to change in our life. But all we can do is just really understand and take that control back in your life. So it's going to really help you be on top of that particular emotion that you're feeling. It could be anger, sadness, hurt, or anything. But it all starts from you. I know some of you might be thinking, no, he did this to me, that's why I'm feeling really angry. Or she did this to me, that's why I'm feeling really sad, or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, whatever happens in our life is not because it's just cause and effect. There's a lot of things happening in our subconscious mind. So let me draw a diagram and explain this to you. So most often what people are going to think, something happening, and then you feeling or you're reacting in a particular way. So it could be your behavior or reaction. Hope you can see that. So it could be either behavior or reaction. But that's not exactly what's happening here. So let me remove this. This is what most people think happening, right? But it goes through few different filters. So every event happens in our life, it goes through our belief system. So it goes through the filters. The beliefs are actually formed from the time that we are born. 0 to 7, we have been conditioned by our parents mainly. Of course, there are other influences as well, cartoons and media, our society, our culture, religion, a lot of things there. But 0 to 7 is really important because during that time, our frontal part of our brain, frontal lobe, is not developed at all. So during that time, we don't know what is right, what is wrong. The brain is still growing. The neural pathways are still getting created around that time. So what's happening there is that during that time, we have been influenced by our parents and the society and everything that I was talking about before. So when we are just getting caught up with our belief system, it's very important. It's very important that we question our beliefs. It's very important that we ask ourselves, what I am saying, is that the whole picture? Is there something else to it? So as soon as this message, this information goes through our belief system, our subconscious mind is going to focus only on that particular information. So there are neuroscientists. When I was learning about this about 15 years ago, I learned there's about 11 million bits of information coming to us every second. Now I was listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza. He said like there's about 50 million bits of informations are coming to us. So think about that. And this 50 million bits of information coming to us, out of that 50 million bits of information, 128 bits of information is what we're going to receive or come to our subconscious and we're going to take it. And then out of that, we're going to only take 7 plus or minus 2 information. So comparing this information to 50 million bits of information that's coming to us, or 50 million bits of data that is coming to us, it's almost like nothing, right? We are only taking this much of information. So that's like 0.000001 or something like that, right? It's like absolutely nothing. So how do we select or choose this information is based on where we focus. There's a particular part of us in our brain that's called reticular activating system that really scans for the things that you focus on. So I'll give you an example. How many of you have gone to a car yard, for example? You are looking for a particular type of car, you go to this car yard and you look at this car, or you buy that particular car and you come outside and all you see is that kind of car. It doesn't mean that you didn't see it before, but all of a sudden you're seeing that kind of car everywhere now. So what does it mean is that your reticular activating system is actually scanning for that particular type of car. When the informations are going through your belief system, the same thing's happening to you as well. Your reticular activating system, after deleting and distorting and generalizing all the information, your reticular activating system is going to focus on what you tell yourself to focus on. Then what's going to happen is you're going to give a meaning to that. So the belief system then goes through the meaning filter. As soon as it goes into your meaning filter, what's going to happen? You're going to ask yourself, okay, she said this. What does it mean? And then you can only make meaning out of it based on your belief system and the filter it goes through and what you choose to focus on after that as well. So what's going to happen for you is that you're going to actually create meanings out of it, because we are meaning-making machines. Everything that happens in our life, we'll be making meaning out of it. And we can't stop that. That's why, within a couple of seconds, people always judge someone. It happens subconsciously, because to survive, we have to make sure that whether we are in a safe environment all the time, right? So for that purpose, we have this inbuilt system that is always scanning and making sure that we are safe. After that, whatever the meaning that you give, it creates emotions for you. Straight after you give the meaning, you may feel angry, or you may feel sad, or you may feel whatever, right? But then the important thing is to really understand, I'm not just getting angry and punching someone just because something happened. It goes through all these filters, and I'm not just feeling angry because something happened, I'm sad all of a sudden. No. It goes through the meaning filter. It goes through your own belief system. So if you want to be on top of that, and if you want to be in control of how you react and what sort of behaviors are there, if you want to be on top of that, you need to really understand this. What I would like you to do is to understand that what sort of meanings that I'm giving, everything that's happening in my life, what sort of meanings that I'm giving. And everything that's happening in my life, when I'm reacting, what sort of belief system it has to go through for me to really make this particular meaning. And I want you to really pay attention to that. I'll give you an example here. I'll give you my own example. There was a time I shared a particular content on my social media, and someone that I know sent me a message saying that, Haran, there's too many grammar mistakes. You need to look at it and just have a look. what I did straight away, I went there and just deleted it. I couldn't be bothered just changing all the grammar and all that. And then I stopped posting for more than 1 or 2 weeks. This is like ages ago. And when I look back, I can see that I felt insecure. My emotion was, I felt insecure there. My behavior was just deleting it. The event was somebody telling me my grammar was all over the place. So my emotion was feeling insecure. The meaning that I gave was that, oh, people going to judge me. I'm dumb. I was just telling myself all these stories. And then when I rewind even further and go deeper into this particular meaning, I can understand around that time, my belief was I'm not good enough. I'm an imposter. And so when I had that belief, I created that meaning that people are going to judge me. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, all these meanings, right? And then I started feeling insecure and then I deleted it. So I want you to really pay attention to that because as soon as I had that awareness and about my belief and what sort of meanings that I was giving, I was able to work with that. And then I was able to overcome that. So this is the power of really reflecting on this. When I say reflecting, it's not about how other person behaved. It's about how you felt, how you reacted, what sort of meanings you gave to that particular event, and what sort of beliefs you have about that. So I will leave you with that. So thank you for watching. Take care.